Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M40 M43, the Tier 8 American SPG, and it's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka under the command of Zatar Bucheb. Now, that is actually the M40, I can tell you, because I know that's the 155mm howitzer, and the reason I know that is that the barrel extends over the front of the vehicle. If it was the 8-inch howitzer and the M43, then the barrel would not extend over the front. So, game started. Now with 155mm howitzer, he's going to have a much better fire rate than with the 8-inch, but of course he will do less damage. Now, as you can see, with the 155, it's capable of 700 alpha and can penetrate up to 39mm of armour. And he's just turning to get into a firing position, and now aiming for the railway line. Got a Wizzy 111 Model 5A. This is a Tier 10 game, by the way, 357 matchup. And that's the Chinese Tier 10. Rounds out, it lands just behind him. He still managed to get 75 hit points to splash, but just a little too far away. There's a T-30, the American Tier 9 tank destroyer. That's got a 155mm gun. Can do 750 alpha. We're almost loaded, and those two tanks are fairly close together, so if you can catch them when they're right alongside each other, you might be able to get double bubble. Rounds out. He hits the Wizzy 111 this time, and he stuns the T-30. It looks like both of them are trying to get shots on any of the tanks up on the hill. Okay, almost loaded. Getting ready. Going for the Wizzy 111. He's moved forward, and that's going to fall behind. Yep. He was moving very fast forward at that moment. It was a bit deceptive about the speed of which he was moving. Now, over in the village, we got a little defender. And, well, that's a very unusual position to take, but it does give him much better spotting on the enemy, so he will be picking up spotting assistance. Going for the T-30, rounds out, and, oh, just alongside him. Still 101 hit points of damage though. And I think that defender's learned that that's a bit of a dangerous position to be in, because of course it invites fire from several directions at the same time. Going for the T-30. Rounds out. Looks good. It is good. It's killed him. 172 hit points. Now, I think what's being indicated here at the moment is that nobody's actually looking down the far west side of the map. So we're looking at the railway line area, and there's an IS-3 and a Wizzy 111-1-4, and he just took a hit for 238. It's a good shot, a direct hit there. And we're picking up some stun assist as well. Going for that defender. Oh, that IS-3 is down to just 4 hit points now. Can he get both? Oh, the IS-3's killed. We're going for the defender. Rounds out straight away. And yes, he got him. 144 hit points. Second kill. Now, the M40 and the M43 were actually built off the chassis of the M4. They stretched it out a bit more, made it slightly longer, and of course fitted the 155mm gun on for the M40 and the 8-inch howitzer for the M43. And the reason they fitted some of those 8-inch howitzers on because they ran out of 155mm guns. A lot of them have been used for the M12, which is basically using the same gun. And they had one M40 and one M43 in use during World War II. They were sent to Europe to trial out, find out how good they were. And funnily enough, there is an M40 actually at the Tank Museum. I know because I saw it in an enclosure of vehicles that were awaiting restoration. It wasn't in the Vehicle Conservation Centre, it was round the back in the cages where all the wrecks and range targets were. Waiting for that reload to complete, and then we can go for that Wizzy. Almost ready. Rounds out. This should be a kill shot if it lands near. It doesn't. Not close enough. It stuns the Wizzy, but it's not close enough. There's that Progetto, the auto reloading medium. It appears that the team are not moving forward on the west side of the map, and this is a bit of a problem because there are enemy forces in the south there and we just don't know where they are. We certainly can't see where the enemy Arty is, and that's a bit of a problem. The enemy has a Lorraine 15551. Okay, there's the Progetto 65. He's coming up to the bowl. Rounds out. This looks good. It is! 160 hit points from a near miss. And he's gone. So now the Progetto 46, the tier 8 equivalent. Only 3 shots on this one though. And he's taking fire. Now all the enemy on the east side of the map has been killed off. So the remaining 6 enemy vehicles are over in this southwest corner, and the E50 is rapidly moving in on them. We should see some of the enemy tanks. There's the Badger. Okay, lining up a shot, rounds out, looks good. It is 266 hit points. It got a fire, I think, or did it? Well, he's on fire. I'm not sure if we set the fire. No, I don't think we did, but we certainly stunned him and somebody else set him on light. And he's killed. But there's still an enemy Arty in there and 4 other tanks. 2 tank destroyers, 2 mediums. And one of those mediums is that Progetto. Another is a P44 Pantera. The tank destroyers are a Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4 and a Wizzy 1201 FT. And that's the premium Chinese tank destroyer. Oh, there's 2 of them. The Waffenträger and the P44 rounds in. Oh, he hits both with 1 shot. And oh, we took a round from that enemy Arty. He just took out our loader. Did 128 hit points of damage. He managed to work out where we were. We're going to have to change position, otherwise Zata is going to get hit again. There's the enemy Arty. Oh, he's been killed, so we don't need to worry and the game's over. Wow. That was a very good shot by the enemy Arty towards the end of that game, but that was a brilliant shot by Zata Bushev to get a double hit there on the P44 Pantera and the Waffenträger Aufpanzer 4. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for Zata Bushev in the M40 M43. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13, and he got a Confederate medal. He hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, despite the fact that he actually killed 2 of the enemy as well. Wow. So let's have a look at team score. Well, he didn't get the highest damage. No, that went to the Progetto M65 on the enemy team. He managed to get 4,400 410 hit points of damage with his auto reloader. The next highest scorer actually was the E50. He managed to get 3,381, and Zatar managed to get 1,885. So it was well down the table when it came to damage, but he did get a lot of hits on different enemy tanks, stunning them and enabling his teammates to get the kills. When it came to kills, it was in fact actually the Conway who did the best. He got 3 kills. The Emil 1 managed to get 3 as well. The E50 got 2, and so did Zatar and the Object 268. So did the Skoda T50 and Lorraine 15551. But when it came to base XP, it was Zatar all the way. He got 1,627 base experience points. That's a very high score, and that's mainly due to the fact that he was hitting much higher tier opponents than himself. Well, at least tier 10 at least. And that was earning him extra XP every time he fired at them. The next high score was the E50 with 1109, and the Conway managed 1039. He fired 13 rounds during that game. He got 5 direct hits but no penetration, but 16 splash. Damage of 1,885 hit points, and all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 1 hit as a result of splash damage, and that came from the 15551. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2 of them, and did 5,760 hit points of stun assist, and that proves to you why his XP was so high. He did a huge amount of damage by stunning the enemy and then allowing his team to hit them, and he did that from 14 stuns. 13 shots fired, 14 stuns. So you see, he was stunning more than one tank at once with some of those shots. On a premium account, he earned 75,023 credits. He got 37,512 from personal missions payout, and after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he still took away 91,713 credits overall. That's a massive total for that game. He received 2,441 XP, times 2 for the first victory, had a personal missions payout as well, and took away 6,103 experience points altogether. So, very satisfactory battle there by Zatar Busheb in the M40. If you enjoyed that video, please give it a like and subscribe, and we get great videos like this all the time, so do stay tuned to our channel, and hopefully it'll be one of your replays that I'll be doing next.